Welcome to our channel NEETBIO Simplified Biology. In this video we are gonna the chapter Locomotion and Movement in just 25 slides. In the chapter Locomotion and Movement, we are gonna learn about types of movement, muscle, skeletal system, joints and disorders. Let's see what is locomotion, locomotory structure in different organisms and types of locomotion. Locomotion is the movement which leads to the change of place or location. Example: walking, running. We can say that all locomotion are movement, but all movement are not locomotion. Locomotory structure in different organisms. Cilia in paramecium. Protozoa. Amoeba has cytoskeleton, streaming of protoplasm. Hydra has tentacles. Human have muscles. Types of movement. There are 4 types of movement. They are Amoeboid, Ciliary, Muscular and Flagellar. Amoeboid movement is the streaming of protoplasm through microfilaments and form a pseudopodia to form. Example: leukocytes, WBC, protozoans. 2. In ciliary movement they move with the help of ciliated epithelium. Example: nasopharynx, fallopian tube, vas deferens, paramecium. 3. In muscular movement, the organism move with the help of skeletal muscles, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. Example: human 4. Flagellar movement. Movement happens through cytoplasmic streaming with the help of flagella. Example: sperms, euglena, sponges, trypanosoma. This picture shows the amoeboid movement. In this the organism forms pseudopodia and create exocytosis to move forward and form endocytosis to move backward. Let's see muscles in detail. Muscles are mesodermal in origin. Human body is made up of 639 muscles, of which 317 paired and 5 unpaired. It accounts for about 40 to 50% of the body weight. Muscles are made up of cells called myocytes. The study about muscles is called mycology. There are 4 characteristics of muscles. They are excitability, contractibility, extensivity, elasticity. Now let's see the types of muscles based on their location. Skeletal muscle. Voluntary, striated or striped, long and cylindrical, no branches and syncytium, which means more than one nucleus. Example: hand muscles. The first picture shows the skeletal muscle. Smooth muscle. Involuntary, unstriated or unstriped, fusiform, no branches and have one nucleus. Example: alimentary and reproductive tract. The second picture shows the smooth muscle. Cardiac muscle. Involuntary, striated or striped, short and cylindrical, have branches and one nucleus. Example: heart. The third picture shows the cardiac muscle. Classification of muscles. There are 2 types of muscles, red and white muscle. Red muscle. Red muscle is also known as slow muscle. Thin, more myoglobin, oxygen present, aerobic, mitochondria present, slow and long, more active, less sarcoplasmic reticulum now. White muscle. White muscle is also known as fast muscle. Thick, less or no myoglobin, oxygen absent, anaerobic, mitochondria absent, fast and tiny, less active, more sarcoplasmic reticulum. Let's see the structure of muscle. Muscle is attached to the bone through tendon. The outer layer of the muscle is called epimysium. The middle layer of the muscle is called perimysium. The inner layer of the muscle is called endomysium. The muscle bundle in the muscle are held together by fascia. Sarcolemma arises from the muscle bundle. It is the plasma membrane lining muscle fiber. Myofibrils are parallelly arranged filaments in sarcoplasm. Sarcoplasmic reticulum is the endoplasmic reticulum of muscle. It is the powerhouse of Ca+ ions. There are 2 types of myofibrils, actin and myosin. Actin is also known as I-band or isotropic, light and thin. Myosin is also known as a band or anisotropic, dark and thick. Both of them are known as thin and thick filaments. Now let's see the structure of sarcomere in detail. Sarcomere is the portion of myofibril between 2 successive Z-line. It is the structural and functional unit of muscles. A and I band arranged alternatively along the sarcomere. Z line bisects I band. M line bisects A band. H zone, central part of myosin not overlapped by actin. Now let's see the structure of contractile proteins. First, actins are made of two F-actins where tropomyosin also run close to them. Troponin is distributed at regular intervals on tropomyosin. Troponin contain three subunits, TNT, attached troponin and tropomyosin, TNI, masks the active binding sites for myosin, and TNC, binding site for Ca+ ions. Myosin, meromyosins constitute one thick filament. Two parts of meromyosin have globular head with short arm and tail. Heavy meromyosin, head and short arm called cross arm. Light meromyosin, LMM, tail part. Head, binding site for ATP and actin. Mechanism of muscle contraction. This theory explains the sliding of thin filaments over thick filaments, so it called as sliding filament theory, proposed by Gene Hansen and Hugh Huxley. Motor neuron and muscle fiber constitute motor unit. Neuromuscular junction is the junction of motor neuron and sarcolemma. Now let's see the sliding filament theory stepwise. Step 1. CNS sends signal by releasing acetylcholine to neuromuscular junction. Step 2. The Ca+ ions moves into sarcolemma and attaches with TNC of troponin on actin. Step 3. Now, TNI will unmask the binding site in actin. Step 4. Due to the hydrolysis of ATP, the myosin get attached to the TNI of actin and pull actin towards the center of the sarcomere. Step 5. Due to the power stroke, Z line attached to the actin pulled towards the center leads to the shortening of the length of the sarcomere. This causes the contraction. Step 6. This continues till the Ca+ pumped back into the sarcomere and results in relaxation. Changes during contraction. I band, length gets reduced. A band, length remains constant. Z line, length brought together. H zone, length gets reduced at beginning which disappear later. Sarcomere, length gets reduced. This changes were vice versa during relaxation. Classification of muscle based on the function. Flexor muscle helps to move forearm towards the arm. Example: biceps. Extensor helps to move forearm away from the arm. Example: triceps. Abductor helps to move limb away from the midline of the body. Example: deltoid. Adductor helps to move limb towards the midline of the body. Example: latissimus dorsi. Pronator helps to move wrist posteriorly. Example: pronators. Supinator muscle helps to move wrist anteriorly. Example: supinator. Elevator helps to rise the muscles. Example: masseter. Depressor helps to put down the muscle. Example: depressor mandibule. Sphincter helps to constrict and close. Example: pyloric sphincter. Dilator helps to dilate and open. Example: I radical. Now let's move on to skeletal system. Skeletal system of human consists of 206 bones and few cartilages. There are two divisions of bone: axial, 80, and appendicular, 126. Axial bones include skull, vertebral column, ribs and sternum. Appendicular bones include bones of limbs and griddles. Axial bones. There are totally 80 axial bones, which include skull, 22, which are of two types, namely cranial bones, 8, and facial bones, 14, hyoid, 1, ear ossicles, 6, vertebral column, 26, ribs, 24, sternum, 1. Let's see axial bones in detail. Cranial bones, 8, frontal 1. Parietal 2, occipital 1, sphenoid 1, temporal 2, ethmoid 1, ear ossicles, 6, malleus 2, incus 2, stapes 2, facial bones, 14, zygomaticus 2, maxilla 2, mandible 1, lacrimal 2, vomer 1, nasal 2, inferior nasal concha 2, palatine 2, hyoid 1, It is a U-shaped bone present at the base of the buccal cavity. This picture shows the axial bones. Rib cage. Ribs, sternum and vertebral column together constitute the rib cage. Let's see rib cage. Ribs, 24. 1 to 2 true ribs attached to the thorax through hyaline cartilage. 8, 9, 10 false ribs or vertebrochondral ribs joins with the 7th ribs. 11th and 12th, floating ribs. Vertebral column, 26, cervical 7, thorax 12, lumbar 5, sacrum 1 fused, coccyx 1 fused, sternum 1. It is a flat bone located on the middle of the thorax. The picture shows the rib cage. Now let's see the appendicular bones. There are totally 126 appendicular bones. They are, in hands, 58, humerus, 2, radius, 2, and ulnar, 2, carpals, 16, metacarpals, 10, phalanges, 28, in legs, 58. Femur, 2, it is a thigh bone. Tibia, 2, and fibula, 2, tarsals, 14, metatarsals, 10, phalanges, 28, patella, 2. It is a kneecap. The picture shows the hand bones, patella and leg bones. Griddles, pelvic and pectoral. Pectoral griddle is known as the shoulder bone. 4. Clavicle or collar bone. 2. Scapula. 2. Pelvic griddle consists of coxal bones. 2. Made up of ilium. 2. Ischium. 2. Pubis. 2. Atlas. First cervical vertebrae. Axis. Second cervical vertebrae. Joints. Points of contact between bones, or between bones and cartilages, is called joints. Force generated by the muscles is used to carry out the movement through joints called fulcrum. There are 3 main types of joints. They are fibrous, cartilaginous, synovial. Fibrous joints are immovable. Example: flat skull bones to form cranium. Sutures, cartilaginous joints, are slightly movable. Example: vertebral column. Synovial joints are considerably movable. It is used for the locomotion and filled with synovial fluid. There are 6 types of synovial joints. They are gliding joints, between carpals, hinge joints, knee, elbow, pivot joints, axis and atlas, ellipsoid joints, metacarpal and phalanges, saddle joints, carpal and metacarpal, ball and socket joints, humerus and pectoral griddle. At-last disorders. Myasthenia gravis. It is the autoimmune disorder cause fatigue, weakening and paralysis of skeleton. Arthritis is the inflammation of joints. Osteoporosis. Age-related disorder leads to decreased bone mass. Estrogen. Gout. Inflammation of joints due to accumulation of uric acid crystals. Muscular dystrophy. Genetic disorder cause degeneration of skeleton. Tetany. Rapid spasms due to low Ca+ ions and increased fracture. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and comment the video. For more videos, subscribe the channel and click the bell icon for updates.